Hey yo, what is going on guys? Cash and Clean here, and for today's video I just wanted to talk about the in-game store because there's a lot of things that are good in here and a lot of things that are bad, so I want to talk about that. If you have your own opinions about this, you can drop it down in the comments down below, but this is my personal take on this and I'll be going over each tab and I'll kind of just let you know what's good and what's not. So starting things off, when you're brand new to the game, you'll probably have this option, the Sweet 16 pack. This is super good. If you can manage to get all of the classes, or at least most of them unlocked, what this does is it unlocks the rest of the classes apart from Bard and Solarion. It does give you Vanguard. So if you already have like 9 characters, you're going to get 9 credit pouches. You can sell that on the market. So this is a really good way to make Flux as well. And on top of that, you just get like pretty much every single character in the game apart from the 2 and then probably the new character that's coming out soon. At the time of me recording this, there's going to be one at some point in this year, and if you do manage to get this, you're going to be getting this free dragon and class. From what it looks like, I don't remember what the class part is. It looks like just a free class coin, so you can't get the Bard or the Solarion, which it says there on the bottom as well. So that part's kind of useless-ish. Maybe you can unlock some future class with it, but I don't know. But you know, free dragon, that's pretty cool. And then I don't really have this one, but if you ever have the Bard pack in here, I think they removed it, or I don't know what happened to it. But since you can't get the Bard with the Sweet 16 pack, what you could do is use the credit pouches that you do get from this and then use it for the Bard pack. And that's how you can get Bard itself, but I don't really have that. I don't think they have it in here anymore. But yeah, either way, from the deals tab, this is going to be the best one in my opinion. Now going from here, I'm just going to switch on over to the crystals tab. We don't really need to talk about the credits or the patron stuff and all that good stuff there. And the stuff in the new tab, we're going to be covering everywhere else. All right, so in the crystals tab, nothing in here is going to be of value to you. You're going to need this wallet. So you're gonna have to get this at some point, but the thing about these is that they're credits. Don't end up buying credits. If you end up getting credit pouches at some point, you can use that to get these, and same goes with these topside caches. Don't buy credits to get these. If you can afford the credit pouches, then you can use those to get these. On average, you'll get about 330 crystalline cores, along with whatever you get in this box, maybe like a costume or something you can sell for Flux. But regardless, this is pretty much a good free-to-play way of getting your crystalline cores. If you can farm Flux to get credit pouches to get these, although credit pouches are kind of an issue right now, so hopefully that'll get fixed soon in the future, but who knows. And apart from that, these are pretty much all just a scam. You're gonna want these for mastery at some point, but realistically it's fine if you don't get them. Now going over to the gems tab, like 99% of the things in here are pretty much a scam. You don't want to go for any of these really. Like 5,000 credits for 6 9th lives are not worth it at all. They should really rework the store instead of reworking classes. So we all saw how the gunslinger rework went, so I don't know, just my take on it. The only thing that's maybe worth getting is this crystal gem converter if you have the credits for it, although this can only convert one stellar to a crystal, and you want to make sure it's a really good stellar if you're doing that. These gem booster boxes aren't really going to do you much good, so it's really not that worth. And I guess if you're like brand new, this tome could be cool, but it's really not. You get 1 empowered gem box and there's a really good chance you're just going to get a radiant from it, and it's 4,000 credits. So realistically, this entire tab is just a scam. Going over to the dragons tab, this one's also not that great. We can go over here to the greater dragon caches. If you do buy this, you pretty much have a dragon, because on average you're going to get 330 dragon coins, and that'll be enough to get you a dragon, assuming you have all the other resources. That's 7,500 credits, and that's just for 1 dragon. Keep in mind that there are a lot of dragons in the game right now, so it's really not going to be that worth. There is a chance that you could get a full dragon from these greater dragon caches, but it's super rare. And you know, 1 diamond dragonet pouch, like I don't know, it's just not worth it at all. The only thing that is worth it in here is this tome, so if you can get this tome, I would use qubits, but you know, you do you. If you have the credits lying around, you can get this tome. This is 25 dragon coins a week. This is really good, and probably the only thing good in this tab realistically. Going over to the styles tab, now the only thing good in here is just for mastery, so if you have something cool in here that you want to get, you can go for it. But I would personally go for this tractor if you're going to be gardening, which you probably will if you're starting out Trove, or you know, if you're mid to end game even. This tractor is for watering, so you don't have to worry about getting a watering can. And if you have the knight subclass, this is a really slow tractor. It's 45 movement speed, but with the knight subclass you can go faster with it. Just make sure your knight's power rank is, you know, decent. I do have a video talking about all the subclasses. But anyway, this tractor is good. This used to be good for speedruns for Daughter of the Moon, but that's not a thing anymore, so we can kind of forget about that. And like I said, the only thing you want to get in here is if you find something cool. A couple things that I find kind of cool is this Ice Age costume here. There's a hot dog gunslinger costume over here. I really like the owl one for this Fey Trickster. There's black ice for Ice Age, that's also pretty cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that tab. So going on to the Morse tab over here, we have the Astral Echoes tome. This gives you 5,000 a week. I would highly recommend getting this as soon as you can and just fill it up. It's 2,500 credits and it's going to help you out in the long run. If you go over to the star chart, you can make use of your Asheville Echoes for that specifically. Everything else in here is just not going to be worth it at all. If you're super lazy, you can go for these boxes. This is for Bomber Royale if you don't want to go farming in there. But then again, it's really not that worth. If you have like extra credits lying around, you could, but I just wouldn't recommend it. And then the other thing is this tome over here. If you're super lazy, don't want to farm, you can get this tome. It's not going to help you out a lot. It's going to be very little help. So only gives you 10 chaos chests a week. Want to go for that, you can. 2,500 credits. It's not that good, but it's extra help, so there's always that. Death Defying is good. Martial, Arcane, all good. Chronomatic's good. Trailblazing's good. You're gonna want to use qubits for those. Don't really use your credits, not really worth it. And everything else here is just extras, which I wouldn't really worry about getting. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for getting things from the store. I would personally not recommend getting something from the store, but if it came down to it, then now you know what is good in the store. And like I mentioned earlier, if there's something else in the store that I missed, you can drop it down in the comments down below. I'll check it out, I'll pin it. It's something useful, but most of the things in the store is just really not worth it at all. Maybe they can do a rework on that at some point in the future, but yeah, I don't know. And that is going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will talk to you all later.